Hello, it's Wilko Courts, and welcome back as we count down to 2026. Oh, gross. That's so gross to say out loud.
Ooh, yeah, I don't love that.
We're doing another episode of The Moment. This is our series. It's a 4-part series. This is part 2. This is where Courts and I are bringing specific moments. We don't know each other's moments, so maybe we'll double up.
No, I hope not.
And these are the moments from 2025 that we think should be time capsule, basically. Want to go into a sort of a collection of things that we must remember that this was 2025.
Yeah.
Now, I gave you a little bit of a taste at the end of the last episode after you finished talking about Tay Tay and her love and everything that she did in 2025.
Yes.
But specifically her marriage. But I said it was music adjacent. And do you think you know what it is?
Yeah, did we talk about it on an earlier podcast earlier in the year?
We did.
Yeah, I reckon I know what it is. Is it Katy Perry going into space?
It's not. But I could see how you would be confused.
Oh, okay.
It does
all
involve
right.
It does involve an astronomer. It does involve
I know.
a stadium.
I know. Coldplay.
Yay!
Yay! Another biggie.
Yeah, it's a biggie. It was from Massachusetts, from Gillette Stadium during a Coldplay show.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
It was the infamous Kiss Cam between just two people who were, well, actually, the best part is, before we're recording this, the day before we recorded it, this woman has done an interview. She has come out and done her first interview, which I read all last night.
So tell me, when did it initially happen? Because we are now recording in late December and we're still talking about it, but it happened a long time ago.
It was the incident happened on the 16th of July, 2025.
Right,
and
okay.
It features Andy Byron, who was the CEO of an AI data company called Astronomer, and Kristen Cabot, who was Astronomer's chief people officer, so the lead of HR. And
hilarious.
It's
hilarious. It writes itself. Like, the jokes write themselves. The stepping down as the CEO writes itself.
It's perfection. So what I've done is I've got together like a timeline of everything that happened, and then we need to delve into all the things that she has come out and talked about, because Andy Byron still hasn't said jack shit about anything. But I did manage to find
nothing, not a thing.
But there was some pap photos of him, and we can just go off those photos and we can try and figure out exactly what we think is happening in his. Because let's just guess. Because if he's not going to talk about it, let's just guess. So obviously, it happened on the 16th of July. On Thursday, the 17th to Friday, the 18th of July, the clip explodes on TikTok, and I mean, millions upon hundreds of millions of views. It went everywhere. If you don't know, this is what happened. They were caught on the Kiss Cam and they were getting all cozy. Yeah. And the way that they reacted was the problem. It made everyone think instantly, uh-oh, something naughty's happening. These two people were not meant to be seen together.
Because, they weren't kissing on Kiss Cam.
He was just
they were
cuddling
doing
her, the couple
he
cuddle.
was hugging from behind, very cuddly. But the way that they I think she ducked down and then he turned away from memory. So people at the concert got that on video and then leaked it. But if they just were like a normal couple and didn't act weirdly, I don't reckon it would have gone anywhere. No. I don't think anyone would have put it on their TikTok for it to eventually have gone viral.
No, exactly. And obviously they were up two in like a box kind of setup. So, which is, I feel like for Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay and their production team, that's a risk. Like putting a camera up into a corporate box. That's a risk.
True. Yeah, true. Because there's scandals.
There's stuff happening
cocaine.
in corporate boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
definitely some cocaine in the corporate boxes.
Oh, there is some sniffy stuff happening. So it happens really, really quickly after that. So on the Thursday to the Friday, it all explodes over all of social media. There's articles everywhere about Andy Byron, the CEO, and the HR lead, Kristen Cabot. On the Saturday, so on the Friday, by the way, he was placed on leave. So Byron was placed on immediate leave by
HR?
Well, from the board. And then there was
by Kristen?
Then there was a formal investigation launched. And Peter DeJoy apparently steps in as interim CEO. So this happens like so quickly. Imagine being Astronomer going, no one knows who we are. And then boom, we have all this stuff that we have to do. Saturday, the 19th of July, 2025, Andy Byron resigns as CEO. Like this is
hilarious.
This is hours. This is just hours after they went to a concert and their whole lives are crumbling. On Monday, the 21st of July, the interim CEO comments on the surreal attention and says that the company is moving forward. Oh, and I love when press releases. I've been a part of companies where they've put out press releases saying that they're just moving forward. And we're looking forward.
We're taking a different direction. We just we were already thinking about this. Like we already were thinking, maybe we want to go in a different direction. And then it just happened to coincide with him cheating on his wife in the Coldplay concert. Like it just coincided. We were already going to do this.
Then the conversation changed a little bit, broadened from it being a cheating scandal to it being more like privacy, public shaming, surveillance culture, how everyone is filmed everywhere. That's where all the articles were coming from then, which I kind of get. This is my dream, to go to a concert where phones are banned. I know that makes me sound like the oldest man alive, but I don't need – all I saw at the Gaga concert was phones up.
Oh.
That's all I saw.
Like this?
Yeah, they just had them up the whole time. Yeah. And it's like, how many times are you going to watch that footage back? Like,
what are you doing?
I don't want it anymore. On the 24th of July, Kristen Cabot resigns from Astronomer. That was confirmed by the company. It also reports that Astronomer removed leadership pages, related announcements after the departures. There was a bunch of pieces, industry impact pieces that hit talking about how the Coldplay streaming had jumped. So this really worked out for Coldplay. Apparently like 20% on their streaming, 25% on the Billboard charts.
Imagine someone's like never had Coldplay come up on their Spotify Wrapped, and then in 2025 it's like all Coldplay purely because they were just obsessed with this scandal. Like I don't see why you would suddenly start listening to Coldplay just because of the scandal. I didn't start suddenly listening to it just to it doesn't add anything to the story. It just happened to be at a Coldplay concert. I don't understand how that happened.
I do love Chris's reaction though in the video. He seems like he, like everyone else, just clocks really quickly. Oh, they didn't want to be caught on camera. This could be
no, they did not.
Scandalous, which I love, because maybe his reaction, if it was more like, "What's going on, guys?" Like it, but maybe it made it seem more scandalous. So late July 2025, there's memes, parody videos, brand posts, like brands jump in on it. There's a bunch of hoaxes that circulate, like fake statements, fake relatives coming out and talking about it to the media. In August, there's ongoing media coverage about the broader cultural fallout. I think, we talked about it, like you mentioned, on the pod as well. Chris Martin addresses continuing the Kiss Cam. Says that they're going to do it a bit.
Was it like?
Yeah, he said that they're going to keep doing it, and they did kept doing it at later shows because people were saying you got to stop this, which is like what? Because
no, that's stupid. Kiss Cam's been around longer than Astronomer and those two people. Like The Kiss Cam is known in like we don't really have them here in Australia, do we? Like at sports.
We
games
did do them. We used to do them for the
sports
A-League.
shows. The sports shows.
We did it. The A-League did them for a little bit. It wasn't.
Right.
It didn't really take off. And then because the American like entertainment at a stadium is incredible. It's incredible.
So like taking away the Kiss Cam doesn't do anything. Just like don't cheat on your spouse and take them to a concert.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the takeaway.
Yeah. So anyway, the husband spoke out too, by the way. Which is interesting.
Of Kristen.
Yeah, of Kristen. So and he Yeah. So he came out and he actually spoke to, I just wanted to clarify this, but he actually spoke to an Australian outlet, Sky News Media, and which is crazy. And so the spokesperson, so he spoke through a spokesperson. He said on Tuesday, the couple were privately and amicably separated weeks before the concert. So even though she was technically married, she was already separated from her partner. Now,
but that was just him and Kristen, not the other guy. The other guy, because the other guy's wife came out and spoke, I'm pretty sure, and was like devastated, and they've got kids and stuff.
No.
She didn't talk?
No, not that I could find. So the
Really? No. I could have sworn she spoke out.
Maybe give it a little bit of a Google, but I couldn't find it.
Maybe.
So just want to let you know that there was 46 million views in one day. In one day.
Whoa.
That clip had. Imagine waking up and having your clip like $46 million in a day, which is absolutely crazy to me. So Kristen Cabot has done her first major interview, and it's only been done recently, and she wants to talk about exactly what has happened on her part. So she spoke to a couple of outlets. One of them was The Times in New York, and she describes the event as, quote unquote, a bad decision, saying that she had, and these are her words, a couple of high noons. I had a couple of high noons. So the drinks.
Is that a drink at noon?
Yeah, drinks that loosened her inhibitions. She said,
do you know what? I've had loads of high noons in my life and I've not cheated on my husband.
And that's crazy for you. Maybe at a Coldplay concert it would be different. Maybe you'd be hearing yellow. And
maybe all the inhibitions go completely away. At the Coldplay concert, I don't think it's known for being super sexy.
No,
like if you're like like Tate McRae concert or like maybe Sabrina Carpenter concert, and you're like, oh, I am feeling myself. Then you let the high noons take the reins and you just run with it. But at a Coldplay concert, like you said, you went. How sexy was it?
It wasn't sexy at all. It took us so long to get out of there too. God, imagine being caught on the camera and then they're like stuck in the state. They would have left immediately, I reckon. Cabot, because they would have been there with other work people. Anyway, Cabot states that this was the only time that they kissed and they were not in a romantic relationship before that night. I find that hard to believe. Like, I understand that people can get...
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe only because of the way that he was holding you. You know what I mean? Like, that's familiar to me. But I guess after a couple of high noons, who knows? She admits that there was some poor judgment. She took accountability. She said she did not want the moment to become public. She lost her career because of it. She was labeled things like a slut, a homewrecker, a gold digger online, all of which she strongly rejects. Now, let's focus more on Kristen because we'll come back to her being a homewrecker in a second. She received death threats, BT Dubs, which I don't understand.
Not okay.
I don't understand. Why are you giving her death threats? Like, what's fucking wrong in your life that you're like, okay, this woman's had probably the worst day of her life. And you think that giving her death threats, and you don't know her, you don't know the guy either.
No.
What?
No, like they are not affecting your life in any way. Like it was a scandalous video and you got to watch it from afar. But sending death threats because someone cheated, like there's probably a bunch of friends cheating on their partners right now and you just don't know about it. Are you going to give them death threats?
Yeah.
Like, look, death threats are never okay. But at least in that situation, you know who they are.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know these people from a bar of soap. No. Like, you have no idea who these people are. You're never going to meet them. Why would you threaten their life?
It's so crazy to me. It's just
insane.
So, her teenage children were deeply affected, and that makes sense. Like, imagine, like your mum's all over the news, and she's labeled all these things. Like, that would be so hard. Her kids didn't want to be seen with her in public because of the stigma. She temporarily relocated. She emphasized that she wanted to have her kids see her take responsibility, but also not have them be harmed or her be harmed for a mistake. And she hopes to shift the narrative. Oh, I love when they say shift the narrative from shame to empathy and accountability. Now, look, accountability. Yes, you can have empathy for someone. Like, I have empathy for her because I'm like, that's a fucked situation. She was having an affair with someone. She says she wasn't. This is the first time it happened, but whatever. But
regardless,
I just seem to think that it's a bit gross no matter what. Now, she's also really mad at Gwyneth Paltrow. Do you know why?
I saw this, and I don't know exactly why because I didn't click on it. I just saw that she said something about the conscious uncoupling. Like, she brought that terminology into it.
Yeah, so she's pretty mad because apparently she's been like a Goop sister forever, Kristen, right? So she loves Goop, and apparently she's going to throw all of the Goop products in the bin, or she has already, because Gwyneth Paltrow did a video for Astronomer. Did you see it?
No.
I'm going to get it for you. She did a video for Astronomer like not long after the scandal went down. And it's on...
maybe I did see it back then.
It's on Astronomer's...
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's on Astronomer's socials. And I was like, I remember this, but it didn't like hit me as much then. I don't know why. It just didn't, I don't know. It just didn't hit me that this was like actually a really weird thing for Gwyneth to do. I'm assuming she would have got paid for it. And it's also weird because she has a connection to Coldplay, obviously. And now she's doing this thing.
If you didn't know, Gwyneth Paltrow used to be married to Chris Martin and they consciously uncoupled.
Yeah. But here's the video and you can tell us what you think the fuck is going on.
Thank you for your interest in Astronomer. Hi, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I've been hired on a very temporary basis to speak on behalf of the 300 plus employees at Astronomer. Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days, and they wanted me to answer the most common ones. Yes, Astronomer is the best place to run Apache Airflow, unifying the experience of running data, ML, and AI pipelines at scale. We've been thrilled so many people have a newfound interest in data workflow automation. As for the other questions we've received, yes, there is still room available at our Beyond Analytics event in September. We will now be returning to what we do best, delivering game-changing results for our customers. Thank you for your interest in Astronomer.
I mean,
wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. At the end of the day, Gwyneth Paltrow is a businesswoman. Yeah. And she just saw dollar signs. She saw dollar signs and an opportunity to spruik herself even more. She just wants cash, mate. That was not like a slight against you, Kristen. That was just her wanting cash. Good for her.
She was appalled at the tongue-in-cheek ad. She said, I was such a fan of her company, which seemed to be about uplifting women, and then she did this. I thought, how dare she after... the beating she got for the conscious uncoupling stuff. What a hypocrite. I don't know. I don't know if I can co-sign on this one.
They're not connected at all. They're not connected at all. Like, you didn't know Gwyneth Paltrow personally and then she went and did this. You just were a fan and then you were mad that she did it because it felt like a slide on you. It didn't have anything to do with you.
No.
She saw money. That's it. These are business people. They don't care.
So, yeah, it's actually crazy. So, obviously, Cabot filed for divorce. She did it in August of 2025. Now, she had been separated, which we'd heard.
Yes.
And again, I don't know what's true, what's not. Maybe her husband was like, I'll give you a break and say that we had already separated. Like, I don't know exactly what's true here.
Maybe.
But like really all we can get from this is that she said she made a bad decision. She wants her kids to know about, making mistakes and, coming back from them. She says Gwyneth's a hypocrite and she feels like she's been branded with a scarlet letter. So that's really all we get from Kristen.
Yeah.
From Andy Byron, who's the guy who was absolutely still with his wife at the time. Well, nothing. He has not spoken a single word, not one public statement.
There was a statement from the wife, though.
Right, okay, and what'd the wife say?
I don't know how it didn't come up in your search. July 18, 2025, formal statement from Megan Byron.
Right.
It has come to my attention and apparently to the attention of half the internet that my husband, Andrew Byron, has made certain choices, public ones, under stadium lights during a Coldplay concert, a venue not typically associated with infidelity, but here we are. Let me be perfectly clear. I am not issuing this statement in defense nor in heartbreak. I'm issuing it in power, in precision, in silk gloves and sharpened wit. I will not be engaging in performative forgiveness, nor am I interested in the topics of grace. What Andy has done is not just humiliating, it is banal, common. A man of ambition brought down by his own astonishing lack of imagination.
Oh my God.
That is so bitchy. I love it. I have retained counsel. I have reviewed holdings. I have relocated what was once ours into what is now very clearly mine. I am not spiraling. I am ascending. And while Andy may have quoted Coldplay in his statement, so there was a statement. I will simply say that the lights went out. I saw everything clearly. To those who expect tears, I don't cry for clowns. I schedule, I document, I rebuild. This is not revenge. It is refinement. And he will feel it in the silence that follows. Is that true? I don't think that's
real.
That is
I
true.
don't think that's real.
You don't think that's real?
No, I don't think that's real because, I've just looked again and I've just clicked through a couple of pages, but Andy Byron never issued an official statement.
I thought there was. I feel really confident that there was.
Yeah, but I feel like these aren't real. I feel like the
Andy
ones that come,
Byron.
like, because there's a thing that says statement from Andy Byron, but these are fake statements. They're false. There's a bunch of false statements that have come out. So I don't think that's real. God, it's so hard to figure out exactly what's real and what's not.
It's so hard. That Megan one was so good.
It's so good.
If that's not
but
real.
But also,
no,
is it too good?
This is, on... There's on the July 19, Andy Byron Astro posted.
Yeah, but I don't think that's him. I don't think that's him. See, there's an article here from the ABC, which is an outlet in Australia, which talks about how there's a lot of fake, like the internet sleuths have talked about the fake apologies that have been circulating. So by this point, social media was awash with rumors and speculation about the video. There was like statements impersonating CEO Andy Byron. One came out on July 17. Astronomer has come out and said that statement is fake. It is a parody account, which is properly identified as such. And CBS News also come out and said it as well. So and that's what I mentioned before. There's a bunch of accounts that come out to parody it, and there was also a lot of fake statements. So I don't know what's real. Here's what I know, that in September of this year, he was photographed, both he and his wife were photographed both wearing their wedding rings with their family on a picnic.
Oh.
So
they maybe patched it up. They maybe...
What are you trying to do here? What's the spin?
I'm trying to think of a Coldplay pun.
Oh, right.
But I don't know their... Oh, maybe they brought the sparks back. That's a Coldplay song. So.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry.
I'll see myself out.
It took
too long to get there, and It didn't land.
No, it didn't. Oh, no.
Astronomer, because they land.
I'm really sorry, Courts. I wish I could fix you.
That's good. That is good. That
is the Coldplay Kiss Cam. That is my moment of 2025. That's my first one. We've got 2 more to go. Let us know what yours are in the comments, and we'll see you in the next episode.